Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hi there, folks. My name is Brad Varnell. This is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Today's going to be a lot of fun. I hope that a bunch of you join me. I'm excited to go over some small micro cap gems with you folks today. Hope to have a lot of interaction with the chat. And I got nothing to do. I might go on this stream for 20, 30 minutes. We might be here for an hour or two. It depends on you guys and how engaged you are and how excited we are about the small cap gems that we're talking about. But thank you all so much for being here. I see that there's also already a handful of you in the chat. That's fantastic. Do me a favor, folks. Smash that like button. Let's use the old YouTube algorithm to our favor. See if we can get some new folks here on the channel in this live stream. If you couldn't tell from the thumbnail and from the description, I've got a couple of small cap or micro cap gems on my mind, and I'm excited to share some with you. So, folks, I just got my super chats turned on. Everything is good. There is no pressure for you guys to do any super chats. I'm going to go over tokens with you, whether or not you do any super chats, but super chats are greatly appreciated. And if you want to prioritize your token, get kind of moved to the top of the list, feel free to shoot me a super chat. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and get right into the chat and say hello. We've got Eddie Moore. I don't know. Look at Realm. It's a metaverse play to own. Great. I'll definitely take a peek at that. We got Dilemma. Good vibes. How's it going, buddy? Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining. We've got a Bitcoin 416, Bitcoin X. Fantastic. Hey, thanks for joining the chat. What do we got here? Elbow cough, elbow cough. So, folks, on this wonderful Sunday evening, how do I get rid of that? There we go. On this wonderful Sunday evening, I am excited to share three very microcap gems. In fact, one is so microcapped that is not even launched yet. A token called Whitley.io that I wanted to talk a little bit about. Yeah, Lando, how's it going? Hey, Rob, you made it on a live stream. Fantastic, Rob. How you doing? I know you've got some small cap gems and some things on your mind. Lando on fleek. Yeah, man. Thank you for being here. And yeah, definitely I'm going to be talking about some of the small cap gems that are on my mind. And then I'm hoping to get some engagement from you folks here in the chat. I would love to look at some of the tokens that maybe are on your guys' radar. You know, some of the most money that I've ever made has been brought to me by, community members and different tokens that I've heard of through friends. Wasn't necessarily something that I stumbled across myself. I mean, I've stumbled across some gems myself, but, a community of a dozen or 100 or 1,000 people that are all kind of bringing ideas together and coming up with tokens is definitely more powerful than just one guy. So apologize here. I've got my great big huge 44-ounce iced tea. I was determined today to take my time, pace myself a little bit, try to breathe in between sentences, and relax and take a sip or two of my tea. Hey, my beautiful bride. Hey, my love. I love this gal. Right now she's out doing some shopping. We've got a wedding to go to. My brother-in-law is getting married next week. So she's out and about doing some important stuff. Yet she still finds time to hop onto my stream and help me out. I love you, babe. Thank you so much. So with that, folks, it looks like we've got a nice little crowd joining. So let's go ahead and just kind of start at the top. So I am kind of a one-man show today. I'll go through the chat as well as I can. If it looks like I skipped over your comment or your token, please say something because there's a possibility that I missed it. So I'll just start off here. Let's go ahead and share my screen, get over on CoinGecko. And we're going to take a pick here to start with at well, this is the token I was kind of looking at earlier. For those of you that know Chico Crypto, he's loved this token for a long, long time. This actually isn't what I would consider a microcap gem. It is a lower cap gem. I mean, it's ranked 197th. But Energy Web Token, it's up 25%, 26%, probably because Chico Crypto made a video about it today. If you go over here, you can see that its all-time high was about going on 23 bucks, so it's down a decent chunk. I was looking at the 30-day or so chart, so you can kind of look back here around June 16th when the market really dumped. I think it was June that we went all the way down to about 17K Bitcoin. You can see this dropped all the way around down to about $2. So it is up from its low of this last couple of months, but still, definitely way, way, way lower than its all-time high. Let's see if we can find Realm here. REALM. Is that right? Let me go back to my main screen here, make sure that I'm looking at that correctly. Yeah, Realm. Yep, oops, wrong screen. We don't want to get on that. There we go. Yep, Realm. So let's peek over here and bring that up. So, Eddie, are you still in the chat, buddy? If you're still around, what do you like about this token? I'm kind of curious why you're bringing it to our attention. Is there anything is there anything special about it? Hey, real quick here, the Crypto Kit Krill. Yo, Brad. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Man, this is one of my good friends. He's a huge supporter and part of the BeamSwap team. I'm excited to talk about BeamSwap with you guys today. That's one of my favorite microcap gems. I think BeamSwap has the potential to do a 100x or 1,000x. And I'm even going to show you guys an example of why it's possible. I'm not saying that it's probable or that it's going to happen. This is not financial advice, but I think that there's some possibility that BeamSwap could be a 10,000x. I really say that with with a lot of confidence that 100 to 1,000 is really not being that aggressive. And I'll show you BeamSwap here shortly. But thank you so much for joining the stream. If there's anybody else from the BeamSwap Telegram channel here in the chat, let it be known that you're here because of BeamSwap. I appreciate you guys. I love you all very much, and I love the project, man. BeamSwap and Moonbeam, amen, man. Both a couple of amazing projects. So here we go. Let's take a quick peek. Let's take a quick peek at Realm. So it's ranked here at 1,000th, little over 2 cents, 2.67 cents. Looks like it's on the Ethereum blockchain, and you can also get it on the Binance Smart Chain. I like that. I like to be able to get stuff on something other than Ethereum. Whew, look at this baby, down 99% from its all-time high on November 25th, about 9 months ago. Let's see what it says here. Historical data. If we go to historical data, let me go actually just, well, it's too late now. I wanted to go, see if we click 1 year, if it has a 1 year chart, if this is a newer token or if it's been around for a while. So yeah, so this looks like it only goes back to June 22nd. So it's a fairly new token. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad token, guys. Let's see what we got going on here. What does it do? Let me go over to its website here real quick. Realm.art. Copy that. Let's come over here and see what we got here. What we got for a token. All right. So realm.art is its website. Okay. So it is looks like it's a metaverse, some type of a play to earn. If anybody in the chat has any idea about this is the first time I am hearing about it. I appreciate you guys bringing this stuff, and I'm kind of making a note of everything. On a live stream like this, I can't do a real deep dive, but let's take a note of it so that we can look at it. So play to own. You play for free, earn realm tokens. You know, most of these play to earn games are not really worth it. I'm not saying that this one is or isn't. I don't want to just poo-poo on any project without knowing a lot about it. I just know in general, a lot of these play to earns are very, they're not real exciting games to play. They're usually pretty simple. Does look like it's got some decent partners, if it is in fact partners with Polygon and Chainlink and some of these. See who we got as far as I know Marshland, the gentleman behind Marshland is somebody that I respect. So that it looks like it might have a few decent partners. And interesting. Let's run back here to CoinGecko and take another closer look at the tokenomics real fast. So we're looking at, it's got a market cap of a little over 6 million, going on 7 million, circulating supply of 255 million, 1 billion tokens, going to be all the way fully circulating max supply. So it's about fourth of the way there right now. So its market cap, if it was fully diluted, would be what, about 26 million. That's still relatively low. Very interesting. Let me head back here where I can actually see the chat. Dilemma. Deanna, waiting on your reminder about not financial advice. Yeah, folks, my wife always reminds me this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy that's been lucky enough and been blessed enough to get involved in crypto several years ago and was able to create my financial freedom with it. And now I'm kind of paying it forward. Those of you that have been around the channel know, but my mentor begged me to get into crypto in 2017. I watched him turn 9,500 into 2.2 million. That's right, $9,500 into 2.2 million in 2017, going into 2018. I jumped into crypto head first back in the end of 2017 and had the pleasure of getting crushed off in 18 and 19 and most of 20. But I learned a lot. I was able to hold strong. And when 2021 rolled around, it was life-changing for me. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? Nothing new in the chat, so I do want to scroll back up here and thank Eddie Moore for Realm. Definitely, I love me a metaverse. I like UFO token. That's another token that I might run through while we're on this stream. Who was the next one here? I don't see any other requests for tokens to look at. Hey, the Silva Dollar. How's it going, man? Welcome to the show. I appreciate you here. This gentleman is also another huge BeamSwap supporter. Like I say, I love the BeamSwap network. In fact, let's go take a look at BeamSwap right now. I know that a lot of the people that are on this channel are part of BeamSwap. Real quick, let me go take a look at this poll, man. I'm curious. I got this poll going. We got I am trying to help everyone get their first million. Are you subscribed? So far, we've got a 100%. I love that, man. I love you all. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I was kind of hoping that maybe we get a few new people on the show today and maybe get a few new subscribers. But if we don't, that's okay, man. I love having it's great that all of you are already on here. So let me run back over to CoinGecko and let's put up BeamSwap. So folks, BeamSwap, ticker Glint, is the best DEX. In fact, in my opinion, it's basically the only DEX on the Moonbeam network. I'm sure there must be others, but BeamSwap is the only one I've ever used. I believe it's the best by an absolute mile. It's got amazing liquidity pools. It's got amazing staking pools. It's got a launch pad that is not really launching anything right now because in this bear market, we don't have a lot of new projects launching. But I believe that its launch pad as we head into the next bull market is going to make people millions and millions and millions of dollars owning and staking the Glint token. So as you can see right now here, it's been beaten down a little bit with Bitcoin retracing down to 0.008. I mean, so let's do some quick math here, folks. Let's see how much is it going to cost you to get a hold of 1 million Glint. $839 get you 1 million Glint. I want to say you need roughly 1,300,000. I could be off by a little bit on that, but I think you need roughly 1,300,000 Glint in order to stake them, and that would get you enough. That would get you the 800,000 share tokens that you need to be in one of the top tiers for the BeamSwap Launchpad. You can see here, folks, its all-time high was, well, this is only showing 1.15 cents. That is not correct. When it first launched originally back in October of last year, it went as high as about 11 cents. So it must not have been getting tracked by CoinGecko yet. So its all-time high is actually more like 10, 11, 12, 13 cents. Its all-time low, you can see here, was at 0.004. So it's up almost 100% from its all-time low, but it's still spectacularly beaten down in this bear market. The thing that I want you guys to understand about BeamSwap and this DEX is I want you to take a look right now. If you can see it here on my screen, it's got a $367,000 market cap. Now, I'm not saying that BeamSwap is going to be as big as Uniswap, at least not anytime soon. But let's take a look at over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years what can happen. And I want to show you a couple of different tokens to kind of give you guys an idea. So I'm going to write that down. We're 367,000. I'm just going to put down 370,000 for an even number. 370,000 market cap. Now let's go over here. And I would say if somebody's got another one that they want me to look at, let me know. But Trader Joe is a DEX on Avalanche. I want to say that it's the best DEX on Avalanche. If somebody knows better than me, let me know here. In fact, I think I did that wrong. Let's pull up the Joe. I want to say it's Joe token. So the Joe token is the token for the Trader Joe exchange. Yep, here we go, Trader Joe. So I want you guys to see something here. Right now, the market cap for Trader Joe's is 86 million. So let's just do a little rough math here. Pull out my calculator. We'll do 86,670,000, 86,670 divided by 370,000. Yeah, that didn't work very well. Try this one more time. 86,670 divided by 367,000 equals, I don't know if you folks can see that or not, that would be a 236x just to get up to what Trader Joe's is doing. Now, Trader Joe's is fantastic. Avalanche is fantastic. But I'm here to tell you the Moonbeam network won one of the first parachains on the Polkadot. I think it was the second one. I think Akala won the first one, and then Moonbeam won the second Polkadot parachain. But they're going to be huge. They're going to be an Avalanche. They're going to be like a Matic, a Solana. All of those are going to be hugely competitive by the Moonbeam network as it grows. So the other thing I want to show you here, we're talking about that's bear market. 86 million is their cap in a bear market. Now we want to go down here. Now let's look at this. So right now, their all-time high was $5. So correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but let's just do roughly 25 cents goes into $5 20 times. So let's just say that their market cap is roughly 1/20th of their all-time high. So let's do this. If we take 80 million instead of 86, this is rough numbers, folks, so I don't want anybody creaming me on my math, but 80 million times 20, that's a $1.6 billion market cap during the bull market. Now let's do 1.6 billion divided by 370,000. That's 4,324x. So I just want to do, let's multiply that by $1,000. 1,000, that'd be $4,324,000. Folks, let me get back over here and get you full screen so that you can see my face. I could stop the video right now and everybody would have gotten some incredible value. Folks, this is not financial advice, but I own a lot of BeamSwap tokens. The risk versus the reward is absolutely unbelievable. $1,000. So if you put $1,000 into BeamSwap and I'm wrong and it goes to zero, you lost $1,000. But if you put $1,000 into BeamSwap and it becomes the #1 DEX on the Moonbeam network, and you're able to 1,000 or 4,000 or 10,000x, because if you take Avalanche has a much smaller market cap than, say, PancakeSwap. If you go do those same numbers with PancakeSwap's current market value and its all-time high market cap during the bull, that's where you get the 10,000x. PancakeSwap at its all-time high, if you divide the current BeamSwap market cap into it, you're looking at more like a 10,000x. So what, just to do the math, you have 10,000 times 1,000. How come I can't write in 10,000 here? Times 1,000. That's $10 million, folks. There's not very many tokens out there that I think ever have the possibility of turning 1,000 into 10 million. Maybe if you hold something for 25 years. To have a realistic possibility of turning $1,000 into $1 million or more in just the next 2 or 3 years, I think that BeamSwap is one of the very few tokens that has that potential. Once again, not financial advice. I could be totally wrong, but so go do your own due diligence. I've talked about BeamSwap dozens of times on the channel, so I do want to get on to some other tokens. But that's one of my absolute favorite small cap gems. Then real quick, let me do something before we get all of the way off of it. I do want to show you their interface real quick and a couple of the reasons why I really am super excited about BeamSwap. Now, let me get over to the app here and then copy and paste that into, let's see here, we got that going on. And then let me share my screen again here real fast. If it'll let me. Come on, StreamYard, let me share my screen. Here we go. All right, so let's click here, connect. Okay, now let me come back here and share my screen again real fast. Promise, folks, we're going to get on to some other tokens real quick, but I do want to share this with you real fast. I think it's important. You guys can go do all of this and check it out. Check it out yourself. I recommend that you do. So this is the BeamSwap app. You can see here they've got the exchange where you can swap. You can provide liquidity. You can zap in and out of liquidity. They make it easy for you. You've got the earn feature. So let me show you this real quick here. You got yield farms, which is basically where you are providing liquidity. So you can see here, you've got Glimmer. Glimmer is the Moonbeam token. APR is at about 298%. You've got the multi-pool, which is pretty cool. You got multi-pool, which is a DAI, USDT. I want to say that's BUSD, and I'm not sure if that's USDC, what the fourth one is. But you can earn Glint and RTide with it. If you scroll down here slightly further, you've got just the Glimmer. This one here I really love because I love Polkadot. So I think that this is a fantastic one where you're staking your Polkadot XC dot, which is basically like wrapped Polkadot that is on the Moonbeam network, but you can bridge it back and forth to Polkadot super easy, 132%. And then what I've been doing is you can take your rewards here and buy more Polkadot with it. You've got the Glint Glimmer. So I've been messing around with this a little bit. You can see here it's at 167%. And then if you go up here again, back to the earn and you click on Beam Share, this is just a single-sided staking. So with the yield farms, you do have to risk a little bit of impermanent loss. And, it's a little bit less stable. So you want to do your own research, make sure that the risk versus the reward. But the share token, you can see right here, you need 1.4741 Glint equals one share, or vice versa. One share token is worth 1.4741 Glint. When they first started this on day one, it was 1-to-1. So if you staked 1,000 Glint, you got 1,000 share tokens. Now, in order to get 1,000 share tokens, you would have to stake 1,474.1 Glint. You can kind of see here, I've got a little over 400,000 share tokens. I need to do something right now. I've got about 500,000 Glint that isn't staked. It's just available. So, there's, and this is, a little bit on the lower APR. It's only 24%, but there's no risk of impermanent loss. And the beautiful thing about this is by owning these share tokens, if you come up here and you take a look at the launch pad, this is why I love BeamSwap. As you guys know, I'm part of several different launch pads. I'm part of several different VC groups. I love private sales. This was the first token that they launched on the BeamSwap launch pad. And then we really started hitting this bear market, and Bitcoin really started, crashing down. So they haven't done any more projects recently, but this will ramp up during the next bull market. All right, folks, that's all I'm gonna say about BeamSwap. But those of you that have not had a chance to check it out, please go take a look at it. Do your own due diligence, make your own decision. But I think you will be glad that you found it. And how often do you come across a coin that's got a $350,000 market cap, but is legit? No chance of a rug pull. This company raised, several $1 million, just launched in October. They've got everything in position to be able to ride out this bear market. If it takes till 2024 or 2025 for things to turn back around, they're going to still be here, in my opinion. Moonbeam is not going anywhere. The Moonbeam network that they parachained on. So, you're getting a lot of good comments here, and that's because I've been talking about this token, for several months. So a lot of my community is invested. Let's go here, see what else we got going on. I see that Rob says Flux has great potential, is mineable, can earn lots of passive income from mining and running a Flux node. This is due to the parallel assets you get onto of the other normal Flux rewards. So let's run over here. Let's run back to, let me go through a couple questions here real quick, and then we'll come back to this, Rob. Do I like JunoSwap? Yeah, I think JunoSwap has an amazing network. And there's a lot of ways to make some really good passive income through JunoSwap. One of my good friends, a guy named Jerry V. Hall, also owns a YouTube channel. He is really super, super into the Cosmos ecosystem, JunoSwap, and he's really got a lot of high yield plays that he makes through JunoSwap. Silver Dollar. Don't forget the burn dashboard and advanced trading on the swap. Hey, Silver Dollar, I'm going to have to educate myself more on those. I know that glint is being burned. I don't know the exact mechanism, how you guys decide to burn it and how often it gets burned, but I haven't looked at the advanced trading on the swap. So I'll have to go back and take a look at that and then put it into the next video. Mobile Sage, this is a fantastic question. How often do you pull rewards from your liquidity pools? Is it a compounding situation, or once your rewards show up, just pull them? So there's two trains of thoughts, and I love this question. So let me give you my thoughts. In the beginning, I love to compound. But what I was noticing is a lot of times, especially in a bear market with tokens kind of losing their value and fluctuating, a lot of times the price of the token might go down faster than the rewards were coming in. So it was usually still a net loser, even though I was earning rewards. So what I like to do now is I like to pull the rewards out, however often makes sense, fees wise. I mean, if you're pulling out $10, but it's going to cost you, $1 in fees to pull it out, then it might not make sense. If you're pulling out $10 and it only costs a penny to, in fees to pull it out, then maybe it makes sense to pull it out on a regular basis. I've got a token called Evmos that I usually go claim the rewards basically every single day. Some of them, it might be every week or two. Some of them, it might be every month. But what I like to do is create a spreadsheet. So let's say that I invest $1,000 into a liquidity pool, and then I'm getting those rewards generated on a daily basis. However often I go in and pull them out, I go ahead and turn them into a stable coin, or you can turn them into something like a Polkadot or an Ethereum or a Bitcoin, something that you want to hold long term. But most of these liquidity pools where I'm making 150, 250%, I like to get my 1,000 back. So let's say that I'm getting whatever, $10 every couple, 2 or 3 days. So it would take say 300 days. If I'm getting $10 every 3 days, it would take 300 days to get back my $1,000, depending on if the rewards stay stable and etc. So what I like to do is try to pull back out my original 1,000 as fast as I can, take the rewards out, and then once I have that $1,000 back in my pocket, and now I'm free rolling on all of those tokens that I purchased originally, and I can decide whether I want to make that a long-term moon bag. If I want to take some of those tokens, let's say that I started off in a yield farm that was at 325%, and now it's down to 60%. I might decide to sell those tokens and go into another yield farm that's at 325% and do the whole thing over and over and over again. But you can do either. You can compound if you really love a token and you really have a lot of long-term belief in it and you're willing to hold it for 2 or 3 years. Compounding is not a bad way to go. I don't think that there's anything wrong with pulling out your rewards on a consistent basis and turning them into more of a stable asset like a stable coin. There's nothing wrong with turning stuff into stable coins during this kind of a market either. So you kind of have the two approaches and you have to decide what's better for you. Your timing and your risk tolerance are going to kind of be the answer to that question for each individual person. So let's go take a look now at Flux here on CoinGecko. Share my screen again, roll over to Lux. Do me a favor, folks, while I'm getting this set up. If you're on the stream and you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. And folks, anybody that's here for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. Something that I'm getting ready to do, folks, is I'm going to do a little giveaway here in the live chat here shortly. So don't go anywhere. You're going to be able to pick up some free tokens. And but you got to be subscribed. So anybody that's on the stream that's not subscribed, please go subscribe so that you're eligible for the drawing. And then let's get over here to Flux. All right, Flux is ranked 149th. Uh, 149th is not necessarily a small cap or a micro cap. It's at 234 million. So it's pretty well established. There's nothing wrong with that, though. I don't mind going over a token that's got a little bit of a little bit of traction and a little bit of market share. What do we got going on here? It doesn't show. So it looks like it's got its own blockchain. It's not really on MetaMask here. I don't see a MetaMask or a way to hold it on MetaMask. That's okay. So you probably keep it in your own private wallet. Rob might be able to let people know the best place to hold Flux if they like it. Let's go into the tokenomics here. So its all-time high on January 3rd was $3.33. Its all-time low was January 13th of 2021, where it was only 1.6 cents. So folks, you can see I love tokens like this. Let's just do a real quick little bit of math. Had you known about this token way back in 2021, and say you would have bought $1,000 worth of it, $1,000 divided by 0.0164, we'll call it, is 60,975 tokens at its all-time high of $3.33. Would have been a cool $203,000. Folks, that's one of the things that I love about crypto is the opportunity to take a small amount of money and to turn it into some life-changing money. So most people probably didn't buy it at the absolute bottom, but I bet you there was a lot of people that got into it while it was 1.5, 2.5, 5 cents, 10 cents, and it made 20, 30, 40, 50 times their money on this token. So let's take a look at its chart here. You can see over the last, let's do a 30-day chart here. So you can see here where it ran all the way down to around 40, 45, 50 cents. And then it's kind of come back up. It was on its way back up here. Looks like it hit all the way up about $1, almost $1.20. And now it's back down at about 90 cents. Very, very interesting. So let's, you guys won't be able to see this, but I'm going to pull up its website real quick, and then I'm going to bring it back over to the screen that you guys can see. And let's see what we got here. Decentralized Web3, the next generation computational network. Flux is the new generation of scalable, decentralized cloud infrastructure. Simply develop, manage, and spawn your own applications on multiple servers at once, ready for Web3D apps and more. So looks like it is getting ready to help out and to be a part of the Web3 that is inevitably coming. Let's see what we got here. The ecosystem, you've got the Flux revolutionary second layer operating system that is the heart of Flux. You've got apps, Flux nodes. So it looks like this one definitely takes some research. Rob mentioned Flux nodes in the chat. So you'd have to do a little research, figure out, how many Flux you have to own in order to operate a node, and how intensive that is. A lot of times running a node can take a little bit of IT experience. It's not necessarily for somebody that's, technologically unsavvy, like myself. But yeah, very interesting. Thank you very much for bringing that to our attention. And I'm going to definitely take a note of that here and have an opportunity to go back and look at it. Folks, I think that we're getting back to just enough positivity too, to where we might start considering going back in and checking out the old Sunday game show. Might be coming back soon. So back here a few months ago, we were doing the Sunday game show where 5 different participants in the live chat got an opportunity to pick a token, and then whichever token increased in market cap or in price by the highest percentage won some money. So I think that show might be about ready to come back, and it'll be great to be getting some of these, tokens, talked about. Let me see here. Rob says non-tech people can just stake the coins in Zelcore and lock them up. So good. It sounds like there's an easy way to make a little bit of money. So, folks, those of you that are in the chat, are you all subscribed? Let's go over here and take a peek at something real quick. So we'll turn that off, but I just want to see you. Hey, we got a, I wasn't, but I am now. Whoever the new subscriber is, I appreciate you very much. I love you guys. Appreciate you joining the channel. Love to see 3,300. I know that we're getting close to 3,300 subscribers. So let's kick that in the butt. So right now, what I want to do is I want to give away 25 bucks, and I'm going to do, you can choose some Beam Swap tokens, or you can choose some Whitley IO private sale tokens. I'll let you decide later if you'd like, but let's do a quick giveaway, and let's figure out here, how do I want to give these tokens away? What do we got here? We got a handful of people on here. I know what I want to do. So I have a couple of ideas, but the first thing that I want to do is I just want to have you guys share with me, those of you that have been watching, share with me your favorite thing about the Beam Swap platform. Share with me the favorite thing about the Beam Swap platform. Let's see if you were really listening. I went over a few of the things that I really like about Beam Swap. What did you guys hear? What impressed you the most about the Beam Swap network? Throw that down in the chat right now, and then we're going to pick out a $25 winner for some Beam Swap tokens or some Whitley IO private sale tokens. So those of you that are on the stream, go ahead and throw your comment right now in the chat, what you like the most about Beam Swap. People, I know that everybody's into crypto for a little bit different reason. So you guys all have probably slightly different answers, but I'm excited to see what you guys say and what you like about the Beam Swap network. While you guys are commenting, I'm going to go back. I'm going to quit sharing my screen. Let you guys make your comments while I take another sip. This is like 44-ounce cup. I don't think I'm going to make it 2 hours on the stream because I'm going to have to go to the bathroom before the stream's over. Do me a favor, folks, too. If you're new to the stream, hit that like button. Let's get this sucker shared out with some other people. If you're new to the stream, check out the poll. And now let's go down here through these comments. What do we got here? So we got the first one was Sage here. Nope. Where do we go here? So we got less than $500,000 market cap. Next DEX for Moonbeam, and it burns and burns and burns. All right. So we got 3. I know you guys think I'm crazy, but this is what I'm going to do. Believe me, I'm being as fair as I can. It might not seem like I'm fair to you guys, but I'm going to put a 1, a 2, and a 3 on these cards. You can see them right here. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to mix them up real good. Whichever one I still have in my hand, we're going to get rid of that one. Let's see these ones here. Mix them up. Don't know what's going to be the winner. What do we got there? Number 2. So the second comment was Kaya Dan. Next for Dex for Moonbeam. I appreciate the comments there, folks. And so let's you can let me know in the chat whether you're going to want some, if you want $25 in Glint Beam Swap tokens, or if you would like to wait and have me explain a little bit about Whitley IO and their private sale that's coming up. And if you'd like to hold off for a little bit of Whitley tokens, but we'll decide here shortly. You don't have to decide right now. With that, let's go take a quick peek at Whitley.io, folks. So this is a, let me write that name down though real fast so that I'm not having to remember who won. There we go. Yeah, congratulations, Kaya Dawn. Let's pop off of there and let's share the screen again and get over to Whitley.io. For those of you that have not heard of Whitley, you are in for a real treat, let me tell you, folks. So I'm just going to run back over here and then I'll hopefully this should change for me. Go back over to CoinGecko, but Whitley.io. Whitley.io, fastest way to find great virtual real estate opportunities. Browse, buy, and rent the hottest virtual real estate NFTs in the metaverse. So, folks, this is way ahead of its time. This is a this is a this is a play that they're the first movers in this space. It is an amazing project. We were lucky enough to be able to leverage the YouTube channel, and I actually was able to offer a couple $100,000 worth of this token's private sale to my community, to my friends and family, and myself. I have a ton of it. We were hoping that it would launch a little bit sooner than now. It was scheduled to launch back in like April, but with April and then May's dump and Bitcoin crashing down, we all agree that right now would be not a great time for this to launch. But folks, this is a very, very exciting project. If you scroll down the website here, I would take a look at Whitley.io. You can take a look at the white paper. Bringing all metaverse real estate to a single platform. So I don't know about you, but I get lost a little bit, even though I'm, been in this space for 5 years. Metaverse is kind of new. And, like if I wanted to go buy a plot of land, say in the Sandbox, or Decentraland, I kind of wouldn't really know where to start. What this platform is going to do is it's going to bring it all to one place. So you can browse and you can buy plots of land. You got Network here. I own a little bit of land in Network. I've got some land in MetaMalls. But what I love about this is it's going to bring them all to one place. Fastest way to find great virtual real estate. Whitley.io helps you find the top virtual real estate property available in the metaverse in minutes. Our algorithms consistently monitor the top virtual real estate projects moving up in value and notify you so that you can purchase or sell it. So you'll be able to sell your metaverse land here too. The other thing that I really love about this is the owner and founder of this company, Grant Wise. I'm going to kind of scroll down here to Grant. Grant Wise has a huge real world real estate company and education platform. I'm good friends with him now. In fact, I spent a half an hour on a Zoom with him just a couple of days ago talking about the project, seeing where it was headed, how everything was going. And they are really building hard during this bear market. That's one of the things that I love about projects. You have some of these projects that, they raised money, they didn't get their token launched, and now they're just kind of rugging you, or they're not doing much. Where Grant is working hard and building the platform. So part of the reason that I'm bringing him up on this stream, and you haven't heard me talk about him as much in the past, was because I didn't really want to get too far ahead of myself and start talking about the project, too far in advance of its launch. And I wanted to have some good news and wanted to really be able to have something to share with you guys. So one of the cool things is I'm going to be doing an AMA with Grant. I've got a wedding next week, but I want to say Friday, September 2nd. I think that's the right date. I'm going to be having Grant come on to the channel for a AMA, and I would love for you folks to be here. I'll advertise in advance, but go take a look at this platform and check it out. And there is the possibility that there are going to be some private sale tokens available. There's not a whole lot, but for those of you that really like it, and if you want to get some private sale tokens, you can get in touch with me through the email in the description, my infinite crypto@gmail.com. You can get into Telegram and check me out in DM me in Telegram. I've also got a Facebook group that is free to join for right now. There's going to be a group coaching platform coming, and I'm doing some one-on-one coaching, but there's lots of different ways that you can get in touch with me and express an interest if you think you would like some private sale tokens for Whitley. But if you kind of scroll back up here, there's going to be metaverse real estate agents. So you actually will have the ability to kind of be a real estate agent for the metaverse. And if you're sharing it and helping people come to the platform and like kind of listing things and buying and selling, you can actually make some money by, right here. Whitley.io is the evolution of Whitley.net, a marketing automation tool used by thousands of real estate agents for generating leads and increasing conversions using automated advertising technology. Whitley runs ads for real estate businesses, saving time and money one would typically invest in hiring marketing agencies. Whitley is founded by Grant Wise, a serial entrepreneur who has helped thousands of agents all over the world implement his training and technology to grow their business. Now the Whitley team is taking all of their acquired knowledge and expertise and using it on the metaverse to help guide buyers and sellers to the top virtual real estate NFT projects. So not a whole lot more to say about that right now, but I did want to bring up this project. Like I say, myself and my community has tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in this private sale. And we're excited for when it finally launches. We get a little bit of positivity in the market and stuff. I think we will, I think we're going to be very happy eventually that we got in on the Whitley private sale. Crypto Krill, keep on learning and keep on educating. Absolutely. What do we got here? Don or Kaya Dawn, did you ever tell me, do you want Moonbeam tokens or would you like some Whitley tokens? The Whitley tokens are 0.005. So $25 divided by 0.005. You would either get 5,000 Whitley when it launches, or if you're looking at Beam Swap, I want to say 25. Beam Swap was around 0.008. So 0.008 roughly, you get about 3,125 Beam Swap tokens, or you can take 5,000 Whitley tokens. You might have to wait a little bit for Whitley to launch. We're not 100% sure when the market's going to recover and they're going to launch, but you have your choice of either one of those. All right, folks. There's 11 of you in here. If you haven't smashed that like button already, please do. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let's go back over here and take a quick look at the poll. What do we got going on here? Yeah, it looks like we got 95% that were subscribed, and we've got 5% now that are subscribed. So I love it. Thank you all very much for subscribing. And I do have another token, the Demetra token, that I'm going to be talking about, but I would love to see if there's anybody else here in the chat that's got any other small cap or micro cap gems or any tokens on their mind that they would like us to take a peek at. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We love our small cap gems here. So please, if you have any on your mind, go ahead and shoot them into the chat. While I'm waiting for you guys, I will go ahead and pull up the Demetra token here real quick. So one of the reasons that I'm going to be sharing this token with you guys is I actually am good friends with one of the head guys of the project. Let's get over here to CoinGecko. I actually met this gentleman at Bitcoin 2022. So back in April when I was there, the Huobi team invited me to a party, and this gentleman was there. They launched a token last September called Demetra. So him and I have been kind of going back and forth, keeping in touch with each other. And he just reached out to me last week. It looks like I'm going to be hopefully having the CEO, John, come on and do an AMA. Also going to be doing a deep dive video. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about the Demetra, DMTR. So this is a really cool project. One of the things that I love about it is it's really got real world use. So often in crypto, if you ask a founder, what does your token do? What value does it provide? A lot of times there's a lot of crypto out there that the answer to that is it doesn't. Like it really does not provide any value, yet people are still buying it up and making millions of dollars, or, in some cases losing millions of dollars. You see this up here in the corner. It says right now there's 12,965 tokens on CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap and some other ones, you'll see a number higher than 20,000. Well, I guarantee you, out of those 20,000 tokens, probably 90% of them are already dead projects that are going nowhere. Maybe you've got a couple thousand projects, and it's probably realistically even more, like maybe 200 to 500 or 1,000 projects that are really legitimately growing, have a team, have the financing, and are working at really making a real product with real use case. So let me pop over here and get their company website, Demetra.io, pulled up, and then I'm going to bring it back here in a second. But one of the things that's neat about this, this token's only, a little over 2 cents. It is on the Ethereum network, so you do got to pay a few fees. But if you go down here and look, it launched, its all-time high was $5.95, so it's down 99.6%. Normally, that would be a huge red flag, and I would do everything to stay away from a token that's down over 99%. But having seen the bear market of 18 and 19 and 20, I saw a lot of tokens lose 90 to 99% and come roaring back and do amazing things. And I know for a fact that Demetra is working hard, is developing things in the background, is moving forward. They just secured a $20 million investment. I'd have to go pull up the AMA. I don't remember exactly who did the investment, but they just secured another $20 million in funding for their project. And there's really a lot of great things happening with this token. I'm also going to be, when I do these live streams and I do the AMA and the deep dive, I'm going to be giving away some Demetra tokens. So stay tuned for that. If you like this project and you like what you see in the upcoming next few weeks, there will be a token giveaway going on for some Demetra tokens. So let's go over here to Demetra.io so that you can see, why I like this project and why I'm at least believe that it's worth your time to take a little bit of a look at it. So you can see here, data-driven farming, increase yield, reduce costs, mitigate risks. Every smallholder farmer, regardless of economic status, should be able to benefit from simple, beautiful, and useful technology, because when farmers thrive, economies thrive. So John Trask, the CEO, I'm hoping to have him on the channel soon. But they came up with this software with this, man, my technical terms are out of date. But they came up with this ability for farmers to buy their software, to buy their platform, and to reduce their costs and increase their profitability. And you can kind of see here, they've got the Connected Farmer platform. They've got the Demetra livestock. So if you've got, farms that are, doing cows or, different types of livestock, they've got the advanced connected platform. Let's see if I can scroll down here. So one of the things that I like about here, where is it at? So this is a little bit about the tokenomics here. You can see here, it's got 60 million total supply. You can see that the locked tokens and the stake tokens are huge. So the circulating supply is only 19 million as of right now. So all the rest of the tokens are either locked or staked, but they've got a huge percentage of this 19,000 are locked. Where's I guess it doesn't really show it here, But one of the things that I was looking at on my own, maybe it talks about it here in this little video. Let's pop this on and see what.
The world has a problem. Millions of smallholder farmers barely produce enough to feed their families. Why? They lack modern solutions to monitor crops and livestock.
So that kind of goes into the problem and how the Demetra token is solving that problem. But I forget, it was like 597 million small farmers, and they've got several different countries signed on. This is really helping people in some of the third world countries. So even, people in the United States can use this technology, but where it really comes in handy is in some of the third world countries, really helping them to, let's say you've got a farm that's, making $25,000 or $50,000 a year, and they can show it how to double its revenue. That makes a huge difference in a third world company or a third world country. So like I say, one of the things that I really love about this token is that it's got real world use, a real world mission. You've got the Connected Farmer app here. Click on that. So they've got the app here that you can look at. And, really, I don't want to go over every single thing, but I do want to give you guys enough information so that you can take a look at this token and opportunity yourself and kind of make your own decision. But like I say, I'm going to be doing a deep dive on it, and I'm looking forward to having the owner and CEO, John Trask, on the show here. And hopefully some of you guys will show up for that, ask some great questions, and be a part of that token giveaway. What do we got going on here? Beam swap would be great. Fantastic. Do me a favor, throw your MetaMask or your Beam swap address into your about on your YouTube, or you guys are welcome. Let me throw up my Telegram channel here for those of you that want to check out the Infinite Crypto Cruisers Telegram channel. We've got a great community, about 250 people in there helping each other, and we all care, and we're all on our road, to making financial freedom. So if you'd like to hop in, if you're on Telegram, you can come into Telegram, DM me your address. That way we don't got to worry about scammers, but you also can just throw it in the about section of YouTube here, and I will get that to you. Hey, we got a new subscriber, a regular crypto investor. Hey, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. Glad to have you here. I hope you're enjoying today's live stream, and excited to be sharing a lot of different, great content with you guys coming up in the future. That reminds me, something that I have written down on my notes that I wanted to let you guys know about is we're actually going to be having a podcast too. So for any of you that are interested, you prefer to just listen rather than watch. I know that most people, I prefer YouTube over a podcast myself, but there's a lot of people that like podcasts. So this is in the works. It's not totally ready to go, but my podcast is going to be called Crypto Millions, The Road to Your First Million. The Crypto Millions podcast shows you how to get your first million by sharing small cap gems that can 100x before anyone else. We also interview some of the biggest names in crypto and business, along with going into detail about the current market conditions and trends. So those of you that like a podcast, feel free. Once that's all the way ready to go, I will get that. I'll get that shared with you. Get you a link to the podcast. But I did want to mention the Crypto Millions, The Road to Your First Million podcast is coming. So the channel is growing. Things are going great. I've got some big collaborations coming up. I just had Piano Matty B on the channel. I'm going to have Crypto Lifer. For those of you that are like BitBoy Crypto and Around the Blockchain, you've probably seen Crypto Lifer on from Around the Blockchain on the show multiple times. Him and I are getting ready to do a collaboration after I get back from this wedding next week. So we're going to have Crypto Lifer on the channel, and I've really got some exciting guests lined up. What we're going to do is we're going to do the live stream on YouTube. So those of you that want to watch it live and see it here, or if you want to watch the recorded version, you're going to be able to do that. But then I'm going to start taking the audio from one show a week, usually with a guest, and uploading it to that podcast. So for those of you that want to do the podcast thing, you will be able to. Hey, Annazette, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining us. Great to have you here. Let me see what we got going on here. I don't want to miss anything. So Jeff has talked about Project Quantum. Looks like the ticker is Qbit. Let's pop back into CoinGecko real quick here and take a look at that Qbit. Let's go over here, and then I'll just throw CoinGecko back in. Back to CoinGecko. CoinGecko, and we got Qbit. Project Quantum. There it is. Project Quantum Qbit. Wow. This sucker's not even ranked. It's got a 4 zeros, 4996, so it might as well be 00005. Doesn't show the circulating supply, total supply. Let's see how many zeros is that. Holy smokes, I can't even. Let me see here. We got 100,000, 100 million. What is that? Is that 100 billion or 1 billion? Why am I having trouble with my eyes? Let me see here. So we got 1 million would be here, and then 1 billion. So one looks like 1 billion. Excuse me. Why am I having so much trouble? No, that would be 900, 1 billion. That's 100. Look like 100 billion to me. That's a lot of tokens. 100 billion tokens. And let's see what we got here price-wise. So about a year ago, it was down. What does it have? An extra zero there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros instead of 4. So it's up about 1,856%. Down 92% from its all-time high. Trading volume, $22,717. That is a little bit worrisome. One of the things about a token, a small cap gem especially, is if it goes racing up, you want there to be some liquidity. If there's only $22,000 in volume, now let's say that you threw $1,000 at a token like this and it did 100x on you, and you had $100,000 and you wanted to start cashing some out with a $22,000 in trading volume, that would make me a little bit nervous. Let's take a look here. Let's see what we can find markets where you can buy this at. So it's on PancakeSwap. So I would really have to do some looking and see, like how much liquidity it has, how much of the liquidity is locked up, and really make sure that this is something that couldn't be, rug pulled out from underneath you. So I appreciate you bringing it to me, but it does make me a little nervous. In fact, it doesn't. Well, no, it is. This is Binance. So there's a, let me pull up the website real quick. I definitely don't want to be negative about anything for sure without all of the information. The only thing I'm saying is that I would really do my due diligence on this and take a look at some of those things and make sure that that this is a token that's got a good team. So what I would do at this point here is I would really take a look at this website. Looks like it's a gaming. Oh yeah, it's definitely a gaming. Let's see here, we don't want that. That isn't what I wanted. There we go. Hopefully that sound won't come on again. So let's, take a quick look at the team here. So what I would do is I would look at the team. I would go to their Telegram and their Discord. I would go take a look at Fraser Gordon here, Magnus Stone, and really look and see, what these folks have done if they've been a part of any successful cryptocurrency projects up to this point, if this is their first one, and really just kind of do a deep dive of the team and really take a close look at the whole situation. And then if I was going to invest in something like this, I would probably just throw, a small amount of money at it. If it's not even ranked on a market cap yet, this is the type of token that maybe $100, $200, $500 could turn into something massive, and just be prepared to lose, kind of like when you go to Las Vegas and you go to the roulette wheel or the blackjack table, you go throw your $100 down, and you take your chances. If it takes off, if it does amazing, fantastic. If it doesn't, and you can afford to lose, 100 or 500 or whatever you put into it, absolutely. So what else do we got here? So it's a crypto integrated gaming project. So appreciate you sharing that with me, Jeff. And if you have any other comments that you want to make, why you like it. Do you already own some, Jeff? Is this a project that you've already invested in, or is it just one that you're looking to possibly invest in? Wanted to get my opinion, or are you already pretty excited about it? I'd love to know, a little bit more about what you're thinking there. Tim G, did I miss Beam Swap? Yeah, we did a lot of a Beam Swap talk, probably half an hour or so ago. So you might want to check out the replay. But yeah, we already did Beam Swap. As far as where Beam Swap is going, nobody knows for sure. But I did talk about the fact that I believe that Beam Swap, not being financial advice, but with it being at a $370,000 market cap, that it's got a lot of room to run, that it could be 100x, it could be 1,000x. And that, as crazy as it sounds, if I had to pick one token that has the best possibility to 10,000x your money over the next 5 to 10 years, BeamSwap would be the token that I would pick. Now, I'm sure there's some others out there that have that potential too. There might even be some that are even a better pick than BeamSwap. I'm not going to say I know them all the tokens. There's 20,000 tokens out there. But of all of the tokens that I know of and have researched and own, BeamSwap would be the one that if I had to bet money on a token doing a 10,000x, that would be the one. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's a high probability, but I'm saying that it's the most possible out of all of the tokens that I have in my portfolio. Jeff, I'll definitely do that. I don't have time to check that all out on the live stream, but I will definitely take a closer look at that. I've got it written down here, and we'll do a deeper dive on it when I have a little bit more time. Team is very intentional, a lot of big plans. Tokenomics are high supply along with an intentional tax to support the in-game economy, production, and rewards. Awesome, man. I appreciate all of that information, and we'll definitely take a closer look at it. Well, folks, we're going on about an hour and 15 minutes. We've gone over BeamSwap. We've gone over Whitley. We've gone over the Demetra token. We gave away $25 in BeamSwap tokens. And let's do one more giveaway, folks. For those of you that are here in the live stream, I'm going to give away $25 worth of the Demetra tokens. Now, you're going to have to bear with me. I don't own any of the Demetra tokens yet. I'm getting ready to buy some. I still got to figure out where they're exactly where I'm going to buy them at, what wallet I'm holding them in. So this is a token that it might take me a couple of days or maybe even a week to figure out and get to you. But whoever wins these $25 in Demetra tokens is going to be glad that they have them, especially when we start promoting the project on the live stream. And we have the owner, John, here on the channel doing an AMA. I think that's going to be a real exciting project. So let's do this. With those of you that are on the stream here, let's give away 25 in Demetra tokens. Let's let's go over here. Let me look at something real quick here. Let me see here. On the poll, we've got 91% that say yes, they're subscribers. We've got 5% that say nope. and 5% that say I wasn't, but I am now. All right, folks, the 5% of you that said nope, I hope you change your mind before the end of this stream and hit that subscribe button. That would be fantastic. In the meantime, let's figure out how we're going to give away this $25 in tokens. So for those of you that were watching the stream and saw what I pulled up about the Demetra token, go ahead and just make a comment about Demetra and what you liked about it. If there was anything that struck you about the Demetra token as kind of different and unusual, whatever you were the most impressed by, maybe you just like maybe you like the cow logo, whatever it might be. Just make a comment here about what you liked the most about the Demetra project. It looks like we got a handful of you here that are still live, so go ahead and throw a comment in there and let me know what you liked most about the Demetra project. While you guys are doing that, let me share my screen, go back over here to Demetra in case you needed a little refresher. Demetra is a data-driven farming where increase your yield, reduce your cost, mitigate your risk. Every smallholder farmer, regardless of economic status, should be able to benefit from a simple, beautiful, and useful technology because when farmers thrive, economies thrive. Beautiful website, really a lot of information on here. Folks, we can do these live streams. We can point you in the right direction, but ultimately, every time you go look at one of these projects and really do your own due diligence and take a look at its market cap and look at, CoinGecko and just look at its website and check everything out, you're going to learn so much. And that's really where you can really increase your education during a bear market. During a bear market, there's a lot of people that just kind of disconnect from crypto and they just kind of forget about it. They don't want to hear about it. They just put their head in the sand, and then they come back in 2024, 2025 when they hear Bitcoin's back up to 80,000 and they jump back in. Those are not the folks that are going to make the most money. If you want to have a $1 million portfolio or even a $10 million portfolio, right now I'm putting together a portfolio that I believe is going to carry me to $10 million or more during the next bull market. If you want that type of money coming through and being possible for you over the next handful of years, you got to put in the work now. So let's go back over here to the chat and see what we got. We got real world use case. We got the fact that this industry could affect farmers. The more industries that use crypto, the better for our future in crypto. Yep, that is true. Is that all the comments we got, folks? I know that there's more of you than 2 people watching the live stream. I'll give you guys another minute or two, but if we don't get any more comments, we're just going to have to give them away here and go on to the next thing. So let me get off the screen share here. And folks, I guess we're just going to go, Kaya Dawn, you already won. I'm going to go here with Anazette and what else? Who else do we got here? Cow logo is on point. Yeah, you like the cow logo? Okay, that's cool, man. All right, folks, I'm about ready to wrap up this stream. So this is what I'm going to do. Oh, what do we got here? I was busy shooting the 22 with Leanna. Yeah, awesome, man. You got some great spots to do that up there. I don't blame you. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream, and we're going to go ahead, Anazette and Eric. We're going to give you both $25 worth of the Demetra tokens when I get them. So what I would like you guys to do, I know Anazette is in the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel, so they can get together with me, the Telegram channel, so they can get together with me when the time comes. Eric, if you would get into the Telegram channel, that would be fantastic. That way you can DM me And then when I get a hold of the Dimitra tokens over the next week or so, I will figure out how to get them to. Got to figure out what wallet they're going to be held in, and that kind of stuff. So you can work on getting a wallet together. And I put the, let me grab this link again, but I grabbed the, here is the link, a few messages up, a link to the channel. See if I wonder if I can grab that again for you, make it easier. Copy link. There we go. Throw. Hey, don't get greedy. You already won the 25 and the beam swap tokens. So yeah, if Eric, if you could hop into Telegram and join the Infinite Crypto Telegram channel, shoot me a DM, and we will get those tokens out to you in the not too distant future. And then, folks, like I say, get ready. We're going to have an AMA with the owner and CEO of Dimitra. I've got a couple of great guests coming on to the channel. We've got the Crypto Millions podcast that's coming. For those of you that haven't had a chance, I've got a free Facebook group that you might want to join. I post some content in that Facebook group that is kind of exclusive to them. And I'm getting ready to have a group coaching program that it's going to be easy to get into if you're already a part of the Facebook group. So I will throw the link to that Facebook group in the description of this video. And with that, folks, I will let you all get on with the rest of your day. It was a pleasure. I love spending time with you. I hope you're all making it through this bear market. And, hopefully I'm providing you some hope after having gone through the 18, 19, 20 bear market and coming out of it on, so much stronger, so much more educated, and then able to make enough money in 2021 to totally change my financial life. What I'm really here for over the next couple of years, I believe you guys got a year and a half to go before we're really going to see some amazing things in the market. Yeah, there's going to be some ups and some downs in the market. There's going to be an opportunity to make a little bit of money here and there. Don't get me wrong. But I think the millions and the multi-millions and the real big money is going to be probably the middle of 24 going into 2025. And hopefully if you hang out with this channel and learn and pick up some of these microcap gems and build your portfolio, correctly, you'll be in a position where 2024, 2025 comes around and you can live life on your own terms. You can fire your boss. You can call all your own shots. You can do what you want to do, when you want to do it. That's why this channel exists, is to create freedom in as many people's lives as I possibly can. So, please teach us about gains. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you asking about gains, and I will throw a link to the gains videos that I've done in the description of this video. I've done a couple of great videos on gains. If you subscribe to the channel and you go back through my videos back a few months, I did about a 40-minute deep dive video on the gains platform. So go back and check that out. And yeah, gains is another token that I love. It's definitely a smaller cap token, maybe 8, 10, 15, $20 million market cap. I don't know exactly where it's sitting. It's also one of the ways that I've gotten into a bunch of my private sales. So yeah, gains is an amazing token too. Thank you for reminding me about that. With that, folks, I am going to sign off. Go enjoy the rest of my evening with my wife and my kids. Get ready to go to a wedding in Virginia next week. I'll be doing some live streams and be on here, though, before next week. You're welcome, Rob. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate all of you. God bless. We'll see you in the next